Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Turn on your cameras. Everyone, turn on your cameras.
Sir, today we are going to explain statistics. Okay?
Yes, good evening everyone. Just a minute children. So we are having some questions here. Yes, look at this everyone. Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is an NCERT question.
Yes. How many have you done with your NCERT questions?
So I've done this, sir.
Some EPs.
With Travis Singhal. I said I've even sent you a message regarding this.
So you have done all these questions.
This NCERT is done. It says
So
14,
NCERT,
14.1.
that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
Yes.
right to do it, sir. Right to do it. If you want, I will take screenshots and I will send you.
Okay.
Sir, except fourth one, I have done all, sir.
Very good. How many have you done? Everyone?
Yes, Travis Singhal I've done.
Alright, Rajman.
Done.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. We raise the hands.
So very good, very good. So we have done with Heron's formula then. Can I just assume like that? Can I just consider like that?
No, sir. Once you should explain, sir. Because if we did wrong, we will clarify it.
Thambi, what I'm trying to say here is listen to me. See, means we have gone through the concept, each and every concept, isn't it? Heron's formula we have done. Area of the triangle.
Yes, sir. Except statistics,
from.
sir.
So my maths exam is done, sir, and I've scored well in that, sir.
Sorry, you got?
Good marks in that, sir. Like the question should be reviewed still, sir.
Hmm?
But in coming to MCQs of 20 marks, I've got 19 marks, sir.
Very good, very good.
Sir, I wrote
Remind-
recently my maths test, sir. By
Remind-
this Sunday, I will know my results.
Okay,
Reminding-
so area of the triangle using Heron's formula, the only thing which we need to learn
Statistics.
from Heron's formula. So today we are going to start with statistics. Statistics, collection of data, presentation of data, tabular form, ungrouped, grouped, bar graph, histograms. So this is what we have to just,
And so the Sunday test on which chapter?
and you will be having, probably I'll be giving worksheet. Let's see, I'll tell you, Sunday, you'll be having a test on which chapter you want me to conduct?
So Heron's formula.
Heron's formula once again, sir.
Heron's formula. Okay, Heron's
And
formula.
triangles, sir, please.
Okay, Heron's formula. Triangles we have been writing like 3 times we
Yes,
have
sir.
connected on triangles.
Okay,
Sir, number systems.
Heron's formula and number system you want?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Heron's formula and number system I give, no problem. Chalo. So now
Sir,
let us,
can you give mainly a number system?
sorry.
Sir, can you mainly give number system?
Yes, definitely. Mainly means like, what do you mean that? So
More questions.
Yes,
in
let
number
us give, no problem, no problem.
Sir, this is 16th chapter, right?
Yes, what,
Yes,
look
sir.
at this here.
14, sir.
So look at this. So Heron's formula we have done. Now we are going to start the statistics. So look at this. Let us get started with that. Basically, what do you mean by statistic?
Calculations, sir.
Calculations done idealistically with some goal
Sorry?
and
So calculations.
What calculations? What calculations?
so collecting and analyzing a group of data.
Yes. Yes, collecting and analyzing a group of data. So group of data. So analyzing collection of data. So whenever you have collection of data, analyzing of that data in a various forms, isn't it? So let us talk about that. You write this notes. Statistics is basically
What is this new chapter?
statistics. Yes.
So is this a new chapter?
Yes, of course.
Sorry.
Is this a new chapter?
Yes, this is a new chapter.
Name, sir?
Statistics. I wrote here, right? Can't you see the screen?
No, sir. I thought it was a definition.
I just wrote like it with highlight, and you are saying that that is a definition. Look at it.
Don't write with blue color, sir. It is means we cannot see properly.
See, if you write with this, like in white color, you can see that properly. Is it
Yeah,
clear?
white color. Not white color, sir. Use red color or green color.
Arey, Tambi, what color you are understanding or not? That's you tell me.
Ah, sir, color means somewhat it will be light, sir. I'm not able to understand.
Color
Okay.
blind.
A study. You write dealing with the collection, presentation and interpretation. One second. Interpretation and analysis of data is called as statistics. What is that? Basically, collection, dealing with we have to deal with collecting a data, presentation, interpretation, and analyzing the data is called as statistics. What is that? Study dealing with a collection, presentation, interpretation, and analysis of a data is called as statistics.
Sir, what is interpretation?
Interpretation in the sense like how could I say? Hindi में बोल सकते हो?
Yes, sir, you can tell me Hindi.
Ah. Sorry.
Hindi only you can say.
Interpretation would say a bit of explanation, I would say. You understand? Explanation,
Okay.
that expanding something like that. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So look at this now. What do you mean by data here? For basically, you have to learn a couple of terminology. We have to learn about a couple of things which exactly required for this. So first thing is what is data? The first word is data. What do you mean by data? Any like facts or figures, whichever we have, isn't it?
So once can you scroll up, sir? I'll just take a screenshot.
Don't take screenshot, you just write.
Yes, sir, for writing, sir. Thank you, sir.
See, what do you mean by data? Data means what? Facts.
Group
Which
of
help
information.
to calculate the numbers.
Figures, numerical figures, I would say. So facts, basically facts, I would say. You write data collected first. data collected so whatever the data you collected with hand, whatever you collect, that is called a primary data. Data collected first hand data. This is what my primary data. This is not required, but let's see what exactly. Secondary data is what? The primary data. Data collected from a source is called as the primary data here. This is what called as secondary data. All right. Data collected on hand. Look, whatever you collect with the hand picked things will be there. That is a primary data. And data collected from a source, that is called as secondary data. Now we'll talk about frequency. We have, what do you mean by frequency? You might have learned in physics, right?
So the number of times observation occurs, frequency.
It's the number of times observation occurs.
With
So,
limited time, sir.
yes, the number of no of this, not no of number of times a particular instance occurs is called.
So in frequency, I just have a doubt with this definition.
Statistics. So number of times a particular instance or instant, like instant occurs is called as. Yes, tell me.
Sir, is it without respect to time, sir?
See, time and all physics don't include the time and all here. That is related to physics. So with it, that is a physics definition. Mathematically, in the statistics, the frequency is like bit related to science, but not as like as physics, not as like as in physics whatever you read. Okay. So number of times a particular instance occurs, a number of times a particular data occurs, a number of times an object occurs. It's called as a frequency in statistics. In statistics, that is one of the reason I mentioned in statistics.
Okay,
In
sir.
statistics, all right.
Sir, in statistics, it is without respect to time, sir.
It is not like that. There's no without respect to time. It's not like that. But we'll be having a couple of things, a couple of steps related to time in your physics. But in our statistics, what will happen is on a particular time, on a particular time, for suppose, statistics is basically what already when already happened, whatever happened, the things, whatever the stored the data, whatever the stored the data, from that you'll be analyzing, isn't it? Study of dealing, the study dealing with the collection, presentation, interpretation. Already whatever has been done from that particular thing, we'll be collecting the data, we'll be taking that, we'll be interpreting that, we'll be analyzing the data. So that is what called as that kind of that kind of stuff is comes under statistics. But in physics, what will happen is, for suppose like repeatedly you are watching, let us say repeatedly you are watching like Cartoon Network repeatedly. What is the frequency of watching Cartoon Network? I would say it's happening with you all. It's happening with you all in a particular instant, isn't it? So let us say you're watching Cartoon Network like repeatedly once, like twice in a day. Every day you're watching. What is the frequency of watching Cartoon Network? If I ask you that, so what would you say? One day, like once, like I just hardly I give like 5 hours of break. Hardly I give just 5 hours of break to watch. So repeatedly I watch Cartoon Network. That's what you say, right? If I ask you the question, how, like what is the frequency? What is the frequency of watching Cartoon Network? If I ask you so, you would say that hardly, like, sir, I would give hardly like 6 hours to 7 hours of gap between one episode to another episode.
Sir?
Yes.
So, for example, now you took it as 6 hours a day. So, for different data, is it different frequency?
Of course. The different data, different frequency will be there. No, the frequency won't be different. Like no, frequency will not be the constant. It will be varying. So we cannot say like one day you are giving 5 hours of break. Or like, see here, the first episode you watch here, and after 6-7 hours you watch audio. What is the difference here? What is the difference? You are giving like 6 hours of difference. You are giving 6 hours of break. So every 6 hours you are watching. So what is that? The frequency of watching the Cartoon Network is constant here, like sometimes. But you're watching regularly. That is constant, isn't it? Frequently you're watching, frequently you are playing, frequently you're going cricket, frequently you're playing cricket, isn't it? We like, you know, we call like this in our daily life, isn't it? Frequently you're watching television, frequently you're going, frequently you're solving mathematical questions. So this kind of, you know, things will, you know, use our daily life whenever we are speaking to others, isn't it? Yes or no? So that is what, don't worry, we'll understand the data whenever we have data. Don't worry. Clear? I think this is the first time you guys are learning. So don't worry, same chapter again you will be learning in your 10th standard. So be careful while learning this. Okay. Understand? Understand? Yes. So
Yes, sir.
so now ungrouped data. We'll talk about ungrouped data now. Ungrouped data. What do you mean by ungrouped data?
So is it data that is jumbled?
Jumbled. Yes, raw form I would say. Look at
So
it.
they are not in class intervals.
Data that has not been classified yet.
Yes.
Data that has not been analyzed yet or
Yes,
processed.
data has been not analyzed. Yes, data has been not, you know,
Data that
divided
is
it,
not in a
not
proper
interpreted
order.
it. Sorry.
Data that is not in a proper order.
Yes.
So what is the difference between raw data and ungrouped data?
They both are same, of course. Both are same, because raw data means whichever, like, you know, that is original. You didn't even disturb that. You didn't even, you know, take anything from that. All right.
Okay, sir. Yeah, okay.
So ungrouped data is a data in its original or raw form. So the observations are not classified in groups. The observations are not classified in groups. Ungrouped data is data. Ungrouped data is a data in its original or raw form. The observations are not classified in groups. That is what grouped data. Now let us talk about grouped data. See, don't mug up anything, don't remember anything, analyze it, understand the definition. Clear? Grouped data. Grouped data, observations. Observations are organized in groups. In grouped data, observations are organized in groups. Now we'll talk about class interval. Class interval. The size of the class. Class means not your classroom, guys. So whenever we are solving the questions, you will understand, you will get to know what is class interval, you know. See, class means, look at this. For suppose if I have for suppose you are, I would say that, let us say you might have seen the graph, like this, isn't it? You might have seen the graph, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
See, here the particular data is divided. One data is divided here. So up to this, you know, from here to here, one data is divided. Here to here, one data is divided. Here to here, one data is divided. Which means, like, you know, on x-axis, one thing is there, on y-axis, one thing is there. So which means what? First of all, let us say 5. This is like, you know, 2. See, on the second interval, first of all, let us say on the second day, let us say, let me show in cricket. You might have watched this kind of graphs in cricket. whenever you are watching, if you observe a cricket match, so whenever you are watching a cricket match, you might have seen these kind of graphs. Okay, so on the second day of a test cricket, India has secured like 500 runs. On the third day, India has secured some 650 runs, something like that. So which means on the second day we have some some data over here. That is what the basically clear.
So are you referring to the scale of the graph?
Yes, of course. Scale of the graph, I would say that. There is a scale of the graph only then. Look at it. The size of the class. Size of the class into which a particular data is divided. Particular data is divided. Let us say that example. Divisions on a bar graph. Just now we have seen the graph whichever we have drawn just now. I have drawn a graph, right? Just now had a graph. So that kind of graphs is called as bar graphs, or I would say histograms. Histogram. See, now we one more important thing is class width. We are going to learn class. What do you mean by class width? The class width means upper class limit. Minus lower class limit. Now the question is, what is upper class limit and what is lower class limit?
So the bigger value in a class,
Yes,
and
the bigger value in
smaller
a
value in
class. Yes. All right. Now we have just seen that class interval. All right. Now let us talk about regular and irregular class interval. Regular and irregular class interval.
Sir, you wrote class.
Huh?
Sir, you wrote class, not class.
That is not last man, class only.
No, sir, there's no C. Here, sir, here, up, class width. Lower class limit, you just wrote lower class limit.
So here you are saying, okay,
Yes.
both look at this. Regular class interval. First, let us talk about regular class. Regular class interval means when the class interval and the class intervals are equal or of the same sizes. When the class intervals are equal or of the same sizes. Let us say that example. Let us talk about 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and goes on. So till 90 to 100. Let us say that. See here, what can you observe here? Size. What is the size here? 10. Here also 10. 10. Size means difference, I would say. See, 0 to 10, what is the size? 10, isn't it? You understand? So
Yes,
regular
sir.
class means what? The size is supposed to be same. Now if I talk about irregular class, irregular class interval.
So when you once go, yeah.
Just look at this. When the class intervals are of varying sizes. If I have different sizes, look at this. If I talk about example, so 0 to 15, again 15 to some 25. Okay,
Sir, can you scroll up? I will take a screenshot. If I got disconnected, you did not admit me.
Yes, sir.
So-
Same here also. You did not admit me for a
25
long
to.
time.
So then you should not leave. I cannot switch back again. If you left the meeting,
Not
what
yet,
was
sir. Due to net issues, sir, please, sir.
Yes, sir. So
Only for
that's
today,
why
sir. Sir, only for today, sir.
make it fast.
Sir, still go up.
And for suppose, sir, the question is
Ah,
70
yeah.
to 70 to
Here
18.
also.
Excuse me, sir.
Please wait.
Sir, you should enable the waiting room because if someone you are here, so you cannot see them, so they will be waiting for them. Even I was waiting outside only. He did not let me in.
Okay, then
Ma, Neil. Once go up, sir. And down, sir. Up.
you make it fast. How long? How long we stay and see?
Sir, one time, sir.
Taking screenshot, you shouldn't take this much time.
Not the frequency, and what you share, sir. And when I'm taking you, I said, sir, come to group data. Yes, sir, I took. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Say if the data is like 0 to 15, then 16 to 25, then 20.
Of course, you could say
Then,
that.
sir, then what do we call that?
Yes, that is like. First of all, look at this here. That is comes under regular, irregular only. So here, that is what called irregular. Look at this here. We have constant difference here. See here. There also will be having constant difference only, but there is a different class. Look at this. We have class, right? Where is that? We had a class, right? If we have a constant difference, look at this. That is called as
Sir, your voice is not coming. No, sir, we cannot hear you.
No, sir, we can't hear you.
Sir, we cannot hear you.
No, sir, we cannot hear you. No, sir, we can't.
Sir, some voice was coming.
Hello.
So now we can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
I can hear you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can
Yes,
hear
sir. Now
you.
it's
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Sir, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Sir, we can hear you, sir.
Sir, can you hear us? Sir?
Sir can't hear us.
That's the issue.
So we will not able to hear now, sir.
sir
Can you hear
left.
me? Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can
Hello.
hear
Yes,
you.
sir. Now we can hear you.
Yes, sir, now we can hear you.
Yes. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rama Rama Krishna Krishna.
Yes, sir.
So look at this here. So 0 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 45, 45 to 60. So these are irregular class intervals. So basically, now look at this here. Why we are calling this as irregular class intervals? Tell me.
Sir, because the lower limit of one class is not equal to the upper limit of the
Yes.
class.
Look at this here. Look at this here. 0 to 15. Lower limit of the one class is equal to not. Look at this here. 15, 25 here. But there is a no, like, say there is a no same size. So 15 we have here 10 we have here, 20 and 25 we have irregular. You understand? You understand?
Yes,
So I
sir.
would say 60, at 45 to 60, some 60 to 80, and 80 to again 85, 80 to 95, 95 to 100, some irregular data. All right. And someone was asking, was that, what was that? Who was that?
Sir, it was me, sir. If the frequency
Ajit?
of the
Who is that? Who,
so you were
who,
saying something?
who is talking? Hello?
Sir, Kavya Singhal.
Kavya. Okay, Kavya. Tell me, Kavya. What's the problem?
Sir, I was asking that if the data is 0 to 15, 16 to 25, and then 35 to 40. So what is it called then?
Okay. See, these are the classes. These are the classes like inclusive and exclusive classes. We'll talk about that. Don't worry. Next we have that topic. Don't worry. That is what called inclusive and exclusive classes. Inclusive classes mean if you have like a 0 to 10, again 0 to 10, again 20 to inclusive. If I have 10 to 11, so 10 to 20, again 21 to 30, again 30. This kind of data if you have exclusive. Exclusive class and inclusive class. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh, my pen is not writing, one second. Children, can you see whatever I'm writing here?
No, sir.
Now I'm writing something.
No, sir.
No,
we
sir, we can
cannot
only see
see.
95 to 100.
Yes. Now can I? Now look at it here. Now I'm writing something here. Can you see
Yes,
now?
sir. We can see frequency.
Yes, sir,
and
Frequency table. Now I'm going to talk about the frequency table. Frequency table. Frequency table means what? Basically, it shows in a tabular form. What is that?
no tabular form.
Showing the occurrence of a particular variable in a tabular form. All right. Next, we'll talk about sorting out. What do you mean by sorting a data? Sorting a data means writing, ascending, or descending order.
So dividing it.
Yes, writing in ascending or descending order. Look at. Yes, dividing I would say yes. Ascending, you basically you can see ascending. Or see if someone is waiting in room, please let me know. Okay. So now ungrouped frequency table. Ungrouped frequency table. What do you mean by ungrouped frequency table? Tell me.
They are not
Sir,
grouped.
can you scroll up, please?
Like they are not in tabular form.
Yes. See when the frequency of each class, right? Frequency of each class or interval is not arranged or organized in a proper manner. In any manner. Now, if I talk about grouped frequency table, what do you mean by grouped frequency table? Grouped frequency table.
So is it when the data is grouped into observations?
Yes. Also the frequencies of the corresponding class intervals are organized or arranged in a particular manner. It could be either in bracket, right? Either Either ascending order.
Yes, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you please allow my device? This device is very low battery, sir.
Yes, done.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now let us see. Let us see 1 second. Let us see the syllabus.
So what did you write there? The gruencies?
Where gruencies?
The frequency.
That is not gruencies. That is frequencies. Yes. Look at this here. Here introduction. So first collection of data, presentation of data in tabular form, ungrouped, grouped, bar graphs, histograms. So this is what we have to learn only. We have to learn about only bar graphs and histograms. What is that? We have to learn about only bar graphs and histograms. That is what your syllabus is all about. Is that clear? That is what
So
syllabus.
not frequency
The
polygon.
frequency polygon is not there.
See, so they did not give a look at this here. Collection of data, presentation
So, but
of
like,
data.
can you teach it because it's there for an exam? Frequency polygon.
Frequency.
Polygon. Can you teach it? It's
So
there
like
for an exam.
that graph on the, it'll be on the midpoints of all the histograms.
Understood. No problem. We'll look at it. Let us see one by one. See now graphical representation. Let us talk about graphical. Graphical representation of any data. So look at this here now. First we'll talk about bar graphs. See, basically in bar graphs, what happens is
So for this we need a graph book.
yes.
Sir, I currently don't have it.
No problem. Not now. In exam, if they need, you can just use it. No problem. You can just draw roughly in your book.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I think nothing. Sir.
What?
Can we have a quiz at 6:10?
Yes. 610 will have a quiz. No problem.
Yes, sir.
So basically, look at this in graphical representation. Now, what will happen in a graphical? You write here graphical. Guys, I think Akshit has to submit the questions.
Yes,
Akshit?
sir, I've made it on Heron's formula.
No problem. Graphical representation of data using bars of equal width and equal spacing
Sir, do we write this as well?
between them or on axis, you can say. Sorry?
Sir, do we write this as well?
No need of. Just for your understanding purpose, I'm telling you. Look at this here. I'm just telling you. Marks and number of students. Let us say 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. These are the marks. And number of students got, like, let us say some 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which means, look at this here. So 20 marks, like 5 students are, oh, once again. These are data given in the table form. Look at this. See,
So if the data doesn't start from 0, we have to use kink, right?
It's not like that. Sorry, you have to use
Kink.
king. What is king?
So it's like at the start of the grass, if we scribble a bit, it's called a kink.
See, there is not. See here, no need of doing that. See here, if you have
That is
mark.
an histogram, right?
See. This is a bar graph I'm talking about. Marks. I'm just talking about marks and number of students, isn't it? So look at this here. Basically, what you have to do is you take axis. This is my x-axis. This is my y-axis. I'm just taking. Look at this here. I'm taking number of students here and marks here. On y-axis, I'm taking marks, right? So look at this. So let me take an interval like number of students 5, 6.
So it's 610 now.
I would say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here let us say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right? So how would I say? How would I say? Look at this here. 5 students got 20 marks. So 5 students got 20 marks. So 5 will be somewhere here. So five students got 20 marks. So I'll be drawing the graph like this. Okay. So 6 students got 25. So 620. So 25 will be somewhere here like this. All right. So 7 students got 35. So like somewhere here. 8 students will be got something like this. So 9 students got something like this. This is how you graph, bar graph. This is how you can draw. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
we'll discuss this, we'll continue this, no problem, bar graph again in next class. So Akshay, Akshit, you can just post your questions over. Make it fast.
Or sir, just give me a minute, sir. I'm copying the link.
Yes, you can copy the link and post your link in the group so that everyone can join.
Did the link share?
No.
I'm sharing it. 1 minute.
Okay.
Shreyan,
Yes, sir.
what sound you are making, man?
What's your name?
Sir, I won't be able to write the quiz since I made it myself.
No problem, no problem. You see, you just guys, how many of you joined? Make it fast.
Sir, 10 people have joined.
Someone named SEUZ joined.
Yeah, so someone named Leslie, I think it's someone named.
Sorry, so who's joined that?
Fuse, like that, I think. SEUZ.
SEUJ. So you just write yourself. Make it fast. Done. Start writing. How many of you joined? Everyone
No,
have
it
given?
is not started yet.
Wait, how many of you? How many of them joined?
So only 14, sir.
14. So there are 20 students. So I request you all to join the session. Make it fast. Make it fast. I have next class right now. Taruni, have you joined? Good.
So should I start it?
So the class strength is 20, but there are only 14 people.
Sorry, class strength is 20, including me 21, but excluding I.
It's only 20, sir, but there are only 15 members who are writing.
15 people are there.
But everyone should join, I said.
Sir, can I start it?
Yes, you can start, please.
So there's 12 questions, not 3.
12 questions, sir.
Yes, it's 12 questions.
Isn't it, Akshit? Is it so?
Yes, sir.
I just asked you to make only 3 questions.
Yeah, but sir told only 3.
1 second. Who, along with you, who made the questions?
Sir, they're all MCQs from what I took, a few from the textbook.
No. You cannot like I just asked you to take three questions. 3 questions from you and 3 questions from any other.
Yeah, I guess
Along
there's
with
a
you,
mistake in one question. I'm not so sure though.
one question is wrong.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not so sure though.
You just leave the question. Whatever you feel difficult and wrong, you just leave that. Guys, you attempt just like 5 questions, and rest of the questions you can write in next test, no problem. But I just asked him to make only 3 questions. At least 6 questions you can make it out. 6 questions, no problem. We don't have time. Make it fast. Last 2 minutes.
Sir, may I end the quiz?
Last minute. Guys, you can make any 6 questions, no problem.
So one of the questions is wrong.
Leave those questions. You can wind up the quiz now.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Just leave the problem. No, you can submit it. Make it fast. You can wind it up, Akshit.
Yes, sir, I've ended it. Sir, Pranav is first.
Pranav is first.
Second is Piyush, and third is Kavya.
Very good. Congratulations.
Fourth is Shreyan, fifth is Toshnika. Sixth is Mohit, seventh is Aditya, eighth is Sujay, ninth is Tayaba, 10th is Taruni, 11th is Rishikesh, 12th is Aditi, 13th is Devashri.
Okay. Okay, children. So come, those who got like above 5 rank, like below 5, like you did a great job, but above 5 also well done. But I would request you, please go through your mistakes. Please learn. All right. Is that clear?
Sure.
Congratulations to everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Don't make it. Don't worry. No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.